Goodbye, Pima County Fairground. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 days. It all depends on how jury duty goes. Meanwhile, the zip tie trick has been working like a charm. Emergency brake line, power line. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 days.
We'll see. Apparently, this is a very popular casino. It is just south of Phoenix. Personal items to include generators. Somebody was using a generator.
Does it say generator something?
Correct, yes. We look so tiny compared to these other semis. This is definitely one of the busier casinos that we've ever been in. We're in a casino south of Phoenix, right off of I-10. And there's a very small area for the rigs to be in. The semis and the trailers just kind of have to cram in there. We're lucky enough, we have somebody next to us, but that person is very, very small, right there. So that's pretty good. But as you can see, the semis are all over the place.
We don't know who's going to be on this side yet.
And there's some noise. Penny is having none of it. She's basically just moping around right now. And I don't blame her. We're only up here because of the jury duty. So hopefully we'll be out of here on Wednesday, but it's Monday now. Tuesday is when really is when it goes down and when I have to go in and see what I have to do for jury duty. So as soon as that's done, we're out of here quickly. Hopefully this will just be a 2-day stay, but for now we're just gonna hunker down, get out of the wind, because it's really windy today, and I don't know. Nothing's really planned, because it all hinges around jury duty. Oh, and by the way, guess who pulled in right next to us on the other side? Boy, that's close. But there's a Bentley. And looks like a sold retro Chevy truck. Silverado. Yeah, this is close quarters. There's a guy there, then that's a separate semi there, then that's a separate semi there. So we are packed in here.
It's a bit earlier than we're normally up. It's still dark outside. And Steve is all dressed all nice for jury duty.
Let's go to jury duty. Hopefully I'll see you later.
Well, you'll definitely see
Not
me
being a
later,
juror.
just not too later. Steve's at jury duty. Girls are in the Airstream listening to trucks idle. But figured might as well get some work done. So I'm organizing and getting rid of stuff we haven't used in a while in the kitchen. And then I will be doing that in the living room cabinets too. That's looking better. On Pats.
So that was actually relatively painless. They chose a couple or a few rounds of potential jurors for other trials, never got picked for any of those. I was there right when they told me to be 8 o'clock. About 11:30, the judge, another judge, comes out and gets on the intercom and says, you know, I hate to disappoint you people, but
the trial that was going to happen, that you were potentially going to be selected for, the defendant ended up pleading guilty instead, so there's no trial and you all are free to go. So before noon I was out the door. So we had lunch with Courtney's parents and we decided to go ahead and leave. We were going to stay here one more night, but this is very crowded. Right now it's not because it's the middle of the day. But once the evening rolls around, this place gets really crowded and you hear that low rumble of all the semis. So we just want to go. But we've been to the fairgrounds a few times now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop at Picacho Peak for 1 or 2 nights on the way down to Tucson, and then we'll stay at the fairgrounds then. But we're gonna, just a little bit of a change of pace. So we're gonna go to Picacho again. If you remember, we stayed at Picacho the first time we left. That was our very first night away from the KOA. So this is kind of a bit of a, I don't know, reminiscent homecoming to some degree, because we go back to the place that was our first real camping experience after leaving. So that's the plan. Let's go to Picacho.
Doing this while it's not too crowded, because if it were crowded, that would have been a little tight. Change of plans, we are getting back on the highway because Picacho Peak State Park, hard for me to say, campground was full.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. So
we should so open a campground.
So we're just gonna head the rest of the way down to Tucson. It's only a less than an hour drive. And we'll go to the fairgrounds because they should not be full, and that's where we're gonna head anyway, so.
That's right.
You know, we must be creatures of habit or something, because not only are we back in the Pima County Fairgrounds, but we're back in the same spot we left. Actually, that was only yesterday. Boy, time flies. So we're using a new easy curl hose here because I just got tired of winding up the white one we were using. So this one, when you're stopped, when you're not using it, just curls right back up into a very small, very lightweight package. So this guy is working out great so far. And we got a new mat, a new rug for outside, because as you might remember, we totally screwed ours up trying to get out of the mud. Actually, I put it back here. This is a breathable outdoor mat by Airwave. Got it off Amazon. Okay, this thing is way, way bigger than we anticipated, but that's not necessarily a problem. So, I think we got it. Yeah. This is what we call the closing to the video. So I want you to say something that's very, very closing-like.
A lot of moves in a short number of days, but everything worked out wonderfully, and we don't have to worry about jury duty for Steve. And it's good to know we're going to be settled in the same spot for a little while, because I think the next time we leave here is when we start heading east, and we're going to be moving a lot, which will be exciting for both of us. Well, both of us and for you guys.
Okay, that was a pretty legit closing.
See?
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Bye.
wait, yeah, there we go. And the requisite padding.
And